decent there.
Looks decent there? Looks good? All right, Jeff. So we're calling this project the Copperfield Kitchen Remodel, or the Copperfield Project. Funny story, I met the homeowners about 3 years ago. We were on the design phase, you know, kind of working out the little details on the project, and Hurricane Harvey hit. So that kind of put a stall on the entire project. And then one thing or another kind of got in the way, and we've been designing it over the last 2 to 3 months or so. And we finally got started with their kitchen remodel. And basically what they wanted was to open up the space, give it a more open concept and a more functional island where their family can get together and kind of enjoy a meal or just hang out. Kitchen demo. We're gonna completely gut the kitchen. We're going to eliminate this entire wall and put in about a 22-foot beam. We're gonna do that after the demo, but today, demo day. So today was day one of actual demo, but we spent almost an entire day yesterday doing all of our prep work. We disconnected the plumbing, we disconnected the electrical, covered up some appliances, moved their dishwasher out of the way, and did some dust control to avoid the dust that's created during the demolition. I think what sets us apart when we're doing our demolition is very different than what you see on television shows. We don't have the big sledgehammers, you know, we're not breaking things off the walls. What we're really doing is trying to have a controlled chaos where we're taking out, you know, maybe some of the doors or drawers first, kind of the things that are that are easy to take out. And then we systematically break down all the cabinets, for example, base cabinets first, top cabinets second, and then we continue with some of the framing components that are going to get demolished and redesigned to go in line with our kitchen. Another thing that really helped with the demolition is knowing what the project's gonna look like when we're completed. So part of our pre-project, so the pre-project phase is basically us sitting down with the homeowners and designing the space, creating a rendering of what the project's gonna look like before we even get started on the demolition. And what we end up doing is it gives us an opportunity to know what mechanicals are gonna get demolished or terminated, plumbing supply lines, electrical lines. So we really start removing some of those and cleaning it up, kind of what we like to call our mechanical cleanup. And that way we cap some of those plumbing lines, cap some of those electrical lines, and terminate them. And that helps the plumbers and the electricians know where the new lines are going to get set based on our new design. By having us do the demolition of the house, it's also the first time that we get to explore the space that we're going to be working with and kind of overcome any obstacles that we might have on the front end. A good example of that is we found an exhaust vent for the downdraft that comes up inside the house and out through an exterior wall. So when we're doing the final door drawer combination in the kitchen, that's a space that we're not going to use for, like say for example, a pull-out trash can or drawers. We're more likely than not going to use it as a drawer door combination and just box out that space to give it a clean look. Another great reason for us being there during the demolition and really having control of that phase is once everything's cleared up, we take a chance to walk the space with the homeowners and give a final walkthrough on the cabinet design. In this particular case, we had a refrigerator pantry combination on the left side of the house and a coffee bar on the right side of the house, and that kind of seemed a little bit off once the space was opened up, and we made a quick design change. We rendered it again, sent it over to the client for approval, and we have a quick design change that it saves time, and at the end of the day it saves the homeowner money by not having a change order after the fact, and they end up getting exactly what they want before we start the build of the cabinets. So that's a little bit of our demolition process. You know, we don't bring out the big guns. You know, it's precision, it's a controlled chaos, safety is priority, and it's really our opportunity to provide the homeowners a first impression on how we work. So we really like to start off with our best foot forward, everything from dust control. We even try to keep noise and the disturbance of not only the homeowners, but neighbors. You know, the demolition process can be, you know, very noisy, very dusty. So we try to take as much of that into consideration when we're doing your demolition, so we can start off not only off on a good impression, but kick off the project on a positive note, leave the home clean and ready for the next phases. And that also sets a tone for every subsequent trade, that when they walk into a home that's been newly demolished and they don't see any tool, they don't see any debris, everything's broom swept, then they know that that's the tone that's been set for the project, and that's what we're going to be expecting from every trade that comes after the initial step. So very happy at the way that this came out, and looking forward to giving you some updates on this project in upcoming videos.